March 1st, 2019 is the World Day of Prayer. Claudia Sitzma, The Standard. The World Day of Prayer, WDP, was originally started by Christian women in 1927. This ecumenical movement welcomes all denominations and people of all races, cultures, and traditions, and brings together participants from around the globe to pray together on this day for peace and social justice for women and children around the world. The WDP acknowledges the strength which comes from unity of purpose amongst Christians and bases their movement on the motto of informed prayer and prayerful action being the cornerstone of change to influence, address, and reconcile the root causes of suffering and injustice. This initiative strives to inform and shine a spotlight on current global concerns and encourages participants to use their talents to support equitable social change. Since its inception in the United States, the movement has grown worldwide and now includes committees from over 170 countries who actively work together to plan the yearly service within their community and yearly create a spotlight on one country's needs and challenges. This year, the country of Slovenia was chosen, and their message for service will be, "Come, everything is ready," meaning come to praise, thank, and proclaim the kingdom of love. Several churches will be hosting the World Day of Prayer event. In Scugog Township, one of these locations is the Greenbank United Church. Everyone is welcome to their service, held on Friday, March 1st at 1:30 p.m., located at 19991 Highway 12, on the corner of Highway 12 and Craig Road. Minister Stephanie Richmond stated, "An invitation has been extended to all the surrounding churches of all denominations. The World Day of Prayer is an opportunity for people to come together in unity all over the world and feel spiritually connected. There is something really empowering when you know that people all over the world are lifting up their voices in prayer on the same day and praying for the same cause. It gives us a chance to hear the voices that are often neglected, but it also offers hope and stories of success, and it is an opportunity for us to grow and learn and offer prayerful support. During the service, there is an offering that is collected, and the money is used to fund the World Day of Prayer in Canada and grants for projects to restore hope to women touched by injustice. I do believe prayer changes us. When we open our hearts and listen deeply to God's spirit of love for all people, we see the world differently, and we feel compelled to do our part." In closing, Minister Stephanie also provided the following inspirational quote from Mother Teresa. "I used to pray that God would feed the hungry, or do this or that, but now I pray that God will guide me to do whatever I'm supposed to do, what I can do. I used to pray for answers, but now I'm praying for strength. I used to believe that prayer changes things, but now I know that prayer changes us, and we change things."
Uxbridge Police Office, now open. Dan Kearns, The Standard. Uxbridge. Durham Regional Police Services, DRPS, opened the new Uxbridge Community Policing Centre on Thursday, February 21st. The new centre is located at Unit 11, 307 Toronto Street South, and replaces the former satellite office, which was located on Brock Street, and had to be closed because of the Uxbridge Culvert Project. Connecting with the community and building trust is a critical component of modern policing. We are glad to continue the long history of DRPS officers working closely with this community from the new central home base, Durham Regional Chair John Henry told those in attendance at the official opening. The building will be used by officers as needed, so it will not have regular public access hours, but will be a facility where officers can meet with members of the public when necessary. Just outside the office, there is an emergency phone installed, where residents can link up directly with DRPS communications. The office can also be used by officers to work on reports when they are in the Uxbridge area. This is a really exciting time for us because we're finally back in Uxbridge with a storefront operation, North Division Inspector Dave Salaba told The Standard. Our officers have a place they can come to. It allows them to attend here, talk to people who have concerns, and complete their reports and do all of the administrative requirements as a frontline police officer. Inspector Salaba also said having this location will be beneficial for North Division officers. If an officer needs to do a report, complete a report on something that's just occurred, then they can do it here in the station. At that time, if somebody were to walk in through the front doors, we can also address those concerns at the same time as the officers are dealing with their reports, he said. The intention of the substation will be for officers to attend here as needed. If somebody comes and they need to speak to police in person, we can absolutely do it here. We can also deal with them at their residence or wherever for that matter. When the former Brock Street location closed, the Uxbridge Fire Department allowed Durham Police to use their station in the meantime. Our officers were allowed to go there, which was really beneficial for us, so we were very thankful to the Uxbridge Fire Department for that, Inspector Salabas said. Uxbridge Mayor Dave Barton explained the importance of Durham Police having this office in the Uxbridge area. Policing is so important to our residents. We've heard it over and over during the campaign, at almost every house we went to, he said. A police presence in Uxbridge matters to our community. Scugog Mayor and member of the region's Police Services Board, Bobby Drew, said the visible presence of the DRPS in our northern communities is an important priority. This station is another way to make the DRPS more accessible to the citizens it serves, she added. The facility is 1,533 square feet. DRPS Chief Paul Martin said the opening of this building represents a commitment to good policing in North Durham. This is one of those tangible reminders that we are here to serve the North. The North is very vast in size, and we need places to meet with the community, and for the community to see us in a tangible way. And this is one of those opportunities, Chief Martin said. Former Uxbridge Mayor and former Regional Chair Jerry Lynn O'Connor said she was happy to see the new station project completed and opened. We fought for this station because we knew we needed it, and I have to say to the Chief and to the Board, a huge thank you for your support, she said. The residents of this community have a place in which they can come and express whatever it might be that's bothering them. This is an awesome facility.
Bruins sweep Mojacks in PJHL playoffs. Marlowe Stanfield, special to the Standard. Uxbridge. The Uxbridge Bruins are moving on to the Cougar Cup Orr Division Championship for the first time since 2015, following a 4-game sweep of the rival Port Perry Mojacks. It took overtime in Game 4 on Sunday, February 24th, but Daniel Giorgio provided a series-clinching goal just over 5 minutes into the extra frame to seal a dramatic 6-5 victory for Uxbridge. After the Bruins opened the series with a 6-1 thumping of the Mojacks on Family Day, the series resumed on Thursday, February 21st night in Port Perry. The midweek matchup saw the Bruins rally from a 2-1 deficit in the first period to score an 8-3 victory. Justin Bennett scored twice for Uxbridge, with Giorgio, Matthew Hunter, Finn Reeves, Robert Freckleton, Simon Feig, and Josh Camilleri chipping in with singles. On Friday evening, February 22nd, the action shifted back to the Bear Den for Game 3, with the Bruins looking to take a commanding lead in the best-of-7 series. Uxbridge opened the scoring with just over 5 minutes to play in the first period, when Cole Bremner charged into the slot and pounded a shot past the Port Perry goalie. However, Mojacks captain Ben Sharameta evened the score with a power play goal late in the frame. The Bruins got some breathing room in the second period after Bennett scored to restore the Bruins' lead. The third period saw Feig and Toby Cooper round out the scoring and lift Uxbridge to a 4-1 win. Bruins goalie Ryan McConkey was sensational late in the game, turning aside Port Perry's Carter Thornton on a penalty shot. It was do or die for the Mojacks on Sunday afternoon as the action shifted back to Scugog Arena. Just as they'd done in Game 2, the Mojacks took a 2-1 lead in the first period, before Feig scored with just 28 seconds remaining to tie the game through 20 minutes of play. The teams battled through a back-and-forth second period that saw the Mojacks regain the lead early before a power play goal by Robert Freckleton evened the score. The Bruins seized their first lead of the afternoon when Feig scored just 56 seconds into the third period. But the Mojacks would battle back to knot the game. Near the midpoint of the third, Jackson Savory restored Uxbridge's advantage, only for Noah Bray to tie the game for the Mojacks, with just over 8 minutes remaining in regulation. Both goalies, McConkey and Port Perry's Connor Latchford, were sensational in the late stages of the game, with both making acrobatic saves to keep the game tied and force an overtime period. Giorgio fought through heavy traffic in front of the net to tip in a shot by Adam Turner just over 5 minutes into overtime to wrap up a wild back-and-forth Game 4, the latest chapter in the ever-changing Battle of North Durham. Following the game, Bruins head coach Andrew Langlands praised the Mojacks for the tenacity and acknowledged his team had found another level to their game in the series and will hopefully continue to do so over a long playoff run. Even though they were short-staffed today, we knew that Port Perry was going to give us all that they had, Langlands told the Standard. They definitely delivered and really pushed us all game, but our team showed their depth. Work ethic and structure all played into this series. We're We're going to build on this and buckle down while we wait for the next series to start and keep doing what we've been doing with our preparation and practice before we have to play North Kawartha or Lakefield. Bare necessities. The Cougar Cup series won't begin any earlier than Monday, March 4th, with the Bruins set to take on the winner of the series between North Kawartha and Lakefield. As of press time, the Knights hold a 3-1 lead in the series. The Bruins are investigating a fan bus to travel to games in Apsley. For more information, please check the team's website or social media accounts.
The Standard Podcast was produced by Greenstream Studio for the Standard newspaper.